Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Crust. We are back on the Horizon, New Horizon update. And it looks like we're just over 50% done our room. And it looks like Professor Whitney says, Director, to attain oxygen, we need to find ice deposits among the regolith to set up its extraction. And
Use the ore
I
detector to find
believe
ice
there's some
We've
down
set a good
here.
pace, but time is still working against us, Director. Trying
So
to keep that.
let's just uncover it. Also, we got some idle drones, so might as well get them on mining. And let's get the speed up rolling. And oh wow, research and objective complete. All right, so that was the online market. Okay, so what actually is our next research here? Oh wow, been super quick. Do we want to go to colonist recruitment right away, or do we want to continue down? Let's go to CPU data bank. And how much longer? 21, 29. It's just 2000. Okay. Looks like big water tank would be handy. So we should probably get on that. But at the same time, there we go. We need farms. Let's actually cancel the CPU. Let's go straight to farms. And then, let's see, about 1800. How many days? 21, 9 days. Okay. Then we'll do CPU after that.
You should carefully monitor supply and demand.
Yes.
The more
We already know that ledger. We're not new to this. Holy. ALIGWO. Okay. So, -4. ALIGWO is the automated laser interface gravitational wave observatory. A network of 5 observatories was constructed in the moon with active participation from Crust between 2073 and 2079. The primary goal of the project was to study the gravitational waves of cosmic origin. The observatories are located thousands of kilometers apart from each other, enabling researchers to determine where the gravitational signal is originating. The observatory was damaged by an explosion, but there may still be valuable equipment or data regarding the nature of the recent disaster. Perhaps it's worth sending a rover with drones to investigate.
The ice extractor and then the ice melter.
Yes. We already know. Okay, so that's on that. We're gonna need something for fundamental after, and that's gonna be medium solar panel. Okay, we gotta build ice extractor. So let's go to production. No, it should be in life support, right? Okay, so we got ice melter. We're gonna need that right about there. We're not gonna do the electrolysis plant. We want something probably for mining. Yeah, the ice extractor. And let's actually put it off to the side here with the slate going upwards. That's good. Now, let's bring this down all the way across. Help out a lot. Might as well do the same here. Now, what's our power situation? It's going down already. Okay. So I guess the next day we'll just, if we have any remaining power throughout the night, we'll use it for surveying. What's taking this so long? Well, what am I lacking exactly is concrete. Oh, okay. That's surprising. I got a lot of regolith. Now, I can't remember how this works. Detailed. Oh, okay. Robot maintenance. Allow bringing resources. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We want them to bring oxides to here, if possible. Yeah, that will get them to clean up all this random stuff lying around. Okay, so that is up and running pretty much. So let's not run anything to there yet. And we need an electrical panel for our, we call it, my room here. So let's put it right there.
Package delivered.
Let's connect the power to that. Confirm cargo delivery. Okay. Let's do it right about there. Research complete. Dining tables. Farms. Awesome. So we got that done. Ice extractor. Let's put it on lowest priority. I just want to get the room done. Like, taking too long. Taking way too long. Alright, rover is idle. Okay, how about let's do a scan Nothing in the perimeter. But let's move there. I think there's something right about there. I'm actually surprised this is offline, off power. Maybe it's got to finish for the room construction. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Now, what is the hold up here? Well, it'd be nice if we had some upgrades, but oh well. Now, it's always a good idea to have these storage for ice. Build, and we will just connect the conveyor belt up to there. I gotta do something with slag. Probably getting quite a build up here. Well, I'm not too worried about it for now. Anyways, we're done with the miners, so let's bring back to normal drones. And it's now the next day, so this is a good opportunity to do some scanning. Dude, going this way. Okay, so immediately found silicone. And let's do it this way. More silicone. Yeah, got no pings on that last one. Iron. Okay. Nothing there. Do a scan here. Nothing again. Oh wow. And not enough power. Okay. Let's do one more. And nothing. Okay, that's good enough.
Research complete.
Alright, research complete. That was recyclables. Okay, so now we're on medium solar panels. What are we going to do after that? Expedition Control Center for the next... Let's just double check how long is this going to take. 39 days, 6 days. Okay, cancel that one. Going to need something for production. Multi-regolith refinery is nice to have too. So, yeah, let's do that. I'll take care of the engineering. Now, big water tank, or we can do carbon fiber. So, let's see here. Oh, they got some new items, small tables and that. Okay, gravity stabilizers? What? Interesting. Okay, let's do big water tank. Will be the next social research, and then we'll do an oxygen receiver, and then we probably should do that. But extended license trading is also really handy. But like a lot of this, we don't have any access until we get the expedition center. But I got a couple pings here, so let's check these out.
Research complete.
Now let's do another production. I kind of want another pressing module, so let's get that going. Do right there for now. Cancel that actually. I kind of want to move that whole production somewhere else.
Research complete.
Trying to figure out what would be a good spot for this. Really, it's kind of stuck in the center, is it? Anyways, let's see here. What do we have? All right, pressing module. I am kind of thinking. Oops, right about there, but I kind of screwed it up. Yeah, right here, and we'll do another one right here. I like it there. Yeah. Now let's do a storage or slag. I'll line it up there for now. And then we'll do something like this. This is going to be for slag. No, not slag. Regular. And let's get rid of this and this. And of course, get rid of the conveyor belt right there. And we want to connect those up. 3, 4, 5. So let's tell these they could bring my things because I need the concrete. Could have messed that up actually. And then we're gonna have to create a storage for these. Let's do it right here. Okay, so they finally finished this. Thank you. So I'll get the drones all busy. And they're pretty focused on that room, my goodness. So let's get this storage actually on the highest priority. It's starting to get a little annoying. And earlier I locked these so the drones could just pull the, we call it the concrete out. No, the concrete just didn't get stuck on the conveyor belt. So one more block, room's done. Now that's the room.
Now that we have ice mining, we need to learn about oxygen facilities to create a life support system.
Oh, and we gotta set up this for ice.
Research and build an electrolysis plant.
Yes, we know. So those drones are gonna be working on that one for a while.
Looks like you haven't built a living quarters or made a backup plan yet. It's a good thing I'm still in charge of the rescue operation, Director. We estimate that the Hope 2 survivors will land in 90 days. If you don't prepare to accommodate...
Yeah, we'll send them. We will
Your colleagues
send
have
the
already
materials.
received the new technology for building the landing platform.
So we need a
Yeah,
landing
yeah, yeah.
platform?
Landing platform.
Yes, yes, yes. We already know this step. So, what do we need? We need an electrolysis. That's going to be our next thing, but I don't want to really do that until I got some tanks up and running. And we're sending components and silicone, so that's not too bad. And so what's going to be your next research after this? So that's one that has about 18 days, 33 days. Okay, and 8 days. So let's definitely get the large oxygen tanks in, and I'll take care of that. Now we're at 100%, just about dark time, so let's just do one
Thanks for the
scan.
delivery, Director. With that, we can patch up
Right
the
about
escape
there.
pods and be able to rescue everyone. I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur, but I advise you to start
And we
with
found
careful
nothing.
and power-
Flight Engineer Nicholas Baker speaking. The commander is busy repairing the second escape pod right now. Thanks for the advice. We'll see what we can do with the new parts. We had long since scrapped the idea of getting the panels to work using our resources.
You hang in there, Nicholas, and tell your man we won't abandon them. They don't have to...
Thank you, really. Hope is all we have right now. And transmission.
During our conversation, Crust's projected date for the station's collision with the moon has just been updated. Given the...
Yes, yes, okay. That's all taken care of. Now, life support. We're gonna need some beds too. I can't remember, but we gotta get that electrolysis plant up. So that'll be our next one. We'll put it right here. And what do we need after that? Remember, but I do want to store it. Now I got small water tanks and that. So I'm just thinking maybe it'd be worth just the wait. Larger? No, I can't even make the large one. Okay, so that's decided then. Let's do a small tank right here of oxygen, and we'll do a small water tank because I'm not making any modular frames at the moment. So yeah. Alright, so that is the big water tank almost done. Outpost living block, interesting. Build, railgun, research territory probe. Okay, interesting. So monthly report. Okay, so we dropped on components, electronics, steel, silicone, yeah, alright. Our colonists will die from lack of at least until they could start. Okay.
Director, we now have living quarters. It's time to make them habitable. Build beds, a farm, and a kitchen. The new residents will need them.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hydroponic farms will allow food to be produced as long as there is access to water. A kitchen will allow colonists to cook and eat. As for the purpose of beds, I bet you can figure that one out on your own.
Alright, we'll put hydroponic farms right there. Now the kitchen, it's always handy to keep them close, so we'll put it right there. And we need beds. They want 4. Okay, so we'll put 4 right about here.
Director, colonists will come to the base to work, not to relax. Build a fundamental science lab so they can help generate fundamental science points.
Okay, so let's bring the power down more so we can power this up.
Don't forget about the meta.
Now they want a fundamental science lab. Okay, so the funny thing about these science labs, I like to put them in a separate room. Now, this is in science. It just takes a lot of space. They take about 5, and you always gotta add 2. It'll be about 7 blocks. So 14 will be perfect space for the science labs. 14 by 14. Why do you do 15 by 15? That way you give yourself a little bit of room in between. Let's go back to our room layout. Let's make another 15 by 15. Unfortunately, I put my water down there. And the iron is in the way of that one, so the only direction I can go is this way. So, that means we gotta mine it out. Alright, and we're out of power again. Oh no!
Director, Alice, I have great news. There's an opportunity to capitalize on our lunar venture in a faster time frame.
Alright, power's back online. Let's do this.
Must have
What you got,
slept through
Ledger?
the latest news. A meteorite just hit the moon. We're short on
Oh,
resources
medium
and time,
solar panel
and
done.
all supply shipments to Earth have been cut off. But surely you have a
Let's
brilliant idea.
do Expedition Center.
Director, we're in a unique situation.
We will fulfill the contract, of course.
We need a landing platform to exchange resources with Earth.
Yada yada yada. So, new contract available. Yeah, yellow. You want what? You want something. Silicone, 75s. Alright, we'll send those resources. Can we do this? At the base, 400. Okay. Send all that. Yeah, we forgot about this. Okay, so we found unidentified vehicle. So, okay. If I can get it, investigate. There we go.
We came across an unconventional rover at the site. It lacks passenger seats and a cargo compartment, instead featuring radio equipment. Oddly, the rover remains immobile but fully functional. Upon inspection, we discovered that the rover is equipped with radio interception and direction finding systems. It systematically stores intercepted data in its memory blocks. Strangely, there are no discernible markings or symbols to identify its owner or affiliation.
So this one is when you break into inside, it kind of self-destructs and we don't really get anything. So I'm going to report this to
Director,
Crust.
our main account balance has reached a critical low, which poses a significant risk to our company's operations. It's important to remember that constructing conveyors and laying electrical wires entails financial expenses. Moreover, all capsule shipping operations, including sending contracts or buying and selling resources, incur transportation costs that are our responsibility. Without funds in our account, logistics will come to a halt. I will initiate a transfer.
Yes. Okay, that was weird. The less we know about the device, the better it is for us. Crust will appreciate your scissors. Thank you for your cooperation in ensuring the security on the moon. We will immediately organize an operation to seize the rover. During the investigation, I recommend not disclosing what you've seen. We have sent a small reward. Consider it a token of appreciation. Okay, cool. Got some money. That's better than nothing. Alright. So, there was something over here. Right about there. Let's go there. A token of appreciation will be attempted by our science. Okay. In any case, we learn nothing, which means there's nothing to share, but the reward is never unwelcome. Alright. Be kind of cool if the devs get the voice acting fleshed out in this game. It'll save my voice from reading. Alright, monthly report. Another month. Alright, we gained a lot of basic resource, but we're losing components and that kind of stuff. Alright, so what are we lacking for these? Aluminum. Oh geez. Okay, we gotta get on that. Where is our scanner? Alright, fine. Aluminium. Nothing. Okay, how about here?
Great job, Director. The funds have already been deposited into our account. At this rate, we'll soon recoup our expedition and start making a profit.
Oh, we're not getting very lucky yet. Alright, we're pretty much out of power, so let's let this recharge. And we might as well start laying some stuff out from mining. We'll go straight up for now, and we'll go right to the edge. This is how I get my rapid surveying done. So we'll go straight up first, and hopefully we come across what we're looking for, aluminum especially. Yeah, so that'll keep the drones busy.
Of course, we didn't have more pressing issues for which the dispatch...
The worst comes worst, we can actually buy it from the market, I believe. No available contracts. Okay. Malika. Okay, what do you want? 120 steel? Yeah, we'll send those resources. Why not? We could always use more money. There we go. Alright, so this one, let's just get rid of it. And let's extend our power line up here. Energy shortage, yeah, I know. Kind of depleting my batteries there, so gotta be kind of full. Gotta be a little bit watchful for that. No, an upgrading this would be nice. Okay, back to the rover. Let's do this. And we found video traffic. Okay, so we can actually scavenge some salvages, so let's do that. Linear harvest. There's a research facility created. The main entrance is a numerous cargo coordinated marked with logistics of Grania SA and SCO corporations. Drones are buzzing around.
Hola, I represent Gragua SA, a company specializing in advanced agriculture. Don't be surprised by the activity on the airwaves. We and our partners are engaged in an active dispute over the rights to this facility. This research center was our joint project for the development of new types of extraterrestrial crops. After the disaster, some of the staff were evacuated, and our esteemed partners decided to take advantage of the situation and appropriate the facility for themselves.
Is that so?
I represent the interests of the ACIL enterprise. Do not listen to the accusations from our former partners. They were engaged in the development of a new type of plants, but we provided all the infrastructure and equipment. According to the contract, in case of an emergency, the rights to the facility and all developments should pass to us. But these farmers do not want to fulfill their obligations. On the contrary, they demand we transfer the facility and all developments to them. This is simply outrageous.
What can we do?
Director, in this situation, we can use the emergency powers Crust gave us to put pressure on the corporations. We can give the samples and with the equipment to one side of the conflict or the other, take it all back, or send a botanical specialist to reopen the facility to benefit our mission.
Let's pick up the resources for ourselves.
Such an
That
act
way
would just
we
deal with
will have...
lawsuits. Again.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I don't care about lawsuits. It gives me organic materials, and that's what I want. Alright, let's get rid of all this stuff. Can I select... No, I cannot select more than one, unfortunately. How about... No, I can't even press delete. Okay. So I just gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Just clickety click click click.
Objective achieved.
Director, there's news. In short, I've signed an agreement to complete several contracts on our behalf. There was a frenzy on the market, and I couldn't delay. Competitors are ready to restart production on Earth, or sell off their remaining reserves for such prices. But I beat them to it, and pledged to deliver the resources. Now, it's your turn to show that we're indispensable partners and reliable suppliers. You'll find the accepted contract under the Active tab.
Director,
Understood.
I see them in the database as accepted. Mr. Ledger has outdone himself. This is not just unprofessional, but also extremely irresponsible. How about notifying before signing rather than after?
I don't really care. It means money. Because Alice, you're not going to give me more money, are you?
Research complete.
My job is to secure the most lucrative contracts for the company, Ms. Vance. And if a few small deliveries are too challenging for us, we have no business being in the market.
Director, I'll deal with Ledger later. Try to focus on active contracts. It's very important to ensure these deliveries are on time.
Okay, so crisis. Just send these resources now. Concrete might be a problem, so let's just send it. And they actually put cancel demolition tab in. That's nice. Okay, so this is just a bunch of resources. Alright, now let's go to the temporary shelter, investigate that. And now it's time to upgrade a power to the medium solar panels. Now they take about 3. So, yeah, let's just completely delete one side for now. There we go, they're all gone. So let's just place these here like that, and we're gonna have to reconnect the power up to it, of course. Do we want to do it this way? Yeah.
Director, this place was clearly inhabited until quite recently. Judging by the items left behind, they could be survivors from MT4, our ill-fated base. I'll contact their employers at Evermoon.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else there.
Director, we've been contacted by Mr. Holloway, the CEO of Evermoon Corporation. That's whose base we're running now. They've lost contact with their employees since the explosion and are asking us to try to find them. We can use our rover to do that, but Crust may not be happy. What do we do?
We'll help
Thank you
them.
for agreeing to help. We received several fragmented messages from survivors at MT4, but then the communication was lost. We have sent you the coordinates of one of our complexes south of MT4. Maybe someone managed to take shelter there. Please check this point first. With your assistance, we have a chance to save them. Good luck, Director.
Okay. Let's go investigate this one first, and then we'll go there. Now, we are ahead of time. But, yeah. Ooh, no research selected. What? Oh my goodness. We have no research on anything. Let's get that in. We're also going to need a repeater, but anyways, we need engineering of some sort. Microcircuits will be the next one. And for social, carbon fiber. And that's 35. Okay, so it looks like fundamental is going to be the next one after. We're going to do repeater after that. Yes. I don't give a crap what you think, Crust.
Around the research post, there is a level platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray.
Let's do missionary for resources. New contract. Okay, what is it? They want silicone. Okay, back. Yeah, we were doing that one. Now, having problems with getting the concrete out there. Mostly having a lot of power issues now. So let's get this one up in the high priority. And I am going to turn off some stuff. I'm going to turn off everything I don't need power for. There. I think that's good. Okay, so we got our first medium solar panel up. We just need to get some more. I'm surprised that we already finished that one. News report. Crust announced the exposure of Helmiskio subsidiaries accused of industrial espionage. According to Crust, the threat was successfully neutralized, and the perpetrators were forced to leave linear orbit under the pressure of sanctions. Helmiskio managed to distance itself from its subsidiary setting for fines while retaining key positions. Meanwhile, independent analysts expressed doubts that the transparency of the investigation's questions arise. How exactly was a mysterious rover discovered, and why are the case materials classified? Some speculate that the rover might have been part of Crust operations aimed at establishing total control over the satellite. Oh my goodness! That is interesting headline news. Ledger, Helmiskio remains silent, while Crust insists their actions secured safety of the moon. The public chose to forget our intervention. Alice, better than this, making headlines for industrial espionage. Okay. Why the drones are delivering this? Oh, yeah, they can deliver that. I am mostly just going after this destruction. There we go. Let's get these up in the high priority. I kind of need that power for overnight operations. And it looks like our mining drones are done, so let's get them on these tasks. Like that. There we go. And there is our last two medium solar panels. Awesome. Monthly report. It looks like it was all green. Good. What do we have left for salvaging? We got some random stuff here and there. Might as well just make out what we can. Apparently, I don't have the beds constructed yet, surprisingly. I think they could very good. No, they give titanium. Oh, okay. I thought it was aluminum.
You're doing a great job, Director. Execute the next contract on time, and I will personally pay for Ms. Vance's therapist.
Miss Vance's therapist. That is hilarious.
It's
Okay.
about time, considering you're one of the main reasons to visit him.
Oh, she just ripped it back at him. Alright, so this one gives rare. That one gives a little bit of aluminum oxide. This is annoying. I wish I could just select all these and just do this. There we go. That painful experience is done. All marked for salvage. Okay, so let's head on the ground. Where we're at, power was turning everything back on. And I mean all my production. That stuff can stay off for now. Okay, miners are back online. Awesome. Let's turn this off for now. Just let it empty out for a bit. And it seems like 20. Let's turn this in off for a minute too. Okay, contract report completed. Alright. And I don't think we have any more contracts. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the market. I would love to buy some aluminum, so I'm gonna buy about 10. What else I need? What am I low on? Oh, I'm gonna need more than 10. About 50 will probably suffice. And we're doing good on most of this other stuff. Microcircuits, 30. Okay, we got quite a bit of fuel. Modular frames are way too expensive. Terminals. Okay, let's just buy this for now. And that would do that. Let's accept that one. Yeah. And let's send it out. For that kind of money, totally worth it. Let's upgrade this one and this one, because we're gonna need them. And then let's just let this empty out for a bit.
The funds from the contract have been transferred to the account. Keep up the good work.
Research complete.
Alright, so that's done. Awesome. Cargo pod's ready to land with the aluminum, so let's get it right there. Research complete. Oh, I totally forgot about my research again. Oh yeah, engineering. Large storage, Mark II conveyor belts. Actually, that's not gonna be the next. No, yeah, we're good with blue. Green is probably gonna be next, so let's see here. Green has about 22 days. Whoops. Oh, what did I do? 15 days. Okay, yeah. Let's do the belts. Okay, monthly report. Yep, we know. Okay. So this one is, oh, look at those nice resources there. Transit station, Evermoon Research Complex, unknown find, call for help, control tower, wreckage, and distress call. Let's go
The
this one.
Corporation needs materials for desalination stations. We can't leave the region without drinking water, can we?
Yeah. I do have the materials, so let's do that. I didn't even check the price for that. 90. Okay, might as well. Ooh, too heavy. Let's send that, and then we'll send that. Then we gotta turn this back on. And I'm gonna have to do something about that. We call it slag. Okay, so I am going to do a production of smart concrete. I'm gonna put it off. I would like to kind of keep the concrete together, but kind of put myself in a pickle here, did I? Anyways, I could do it here, off to the side here. It's doable. So these are right here. Yeah, let's do 2 here, and yeah, we'll just let that construct because we're having power issues still. So you know what, let's get rid of these and let's replace them with mediums, if I can press the right buttons, that is. All right, there we go. All right, let's get all these on priority. First for cleanup.
After thoroughly scanning and exploring the area, the rover discovered a protective case with a tablet near one of the doors. In addition to research data, it contained a text file.
Collapse due to a powerful explosion. Kate and the others didn't make it out, and Tanya is seriously injured. 6 of us are alive, including me, MT4 Chief Robert Podolsky. The outer part of the complex was almost completely destroyed by the blast wave.
and the electricity and life support systems are offline. We have a working vehicle, fuel, and oxygen supply. We have enough to reach the Evermoon 3 observation station. Let's see if they had more luck.
No biological or any other activity was detected in the complex. Director,
Understood.
that's our Robert. If there's any hope that he's alive, we should keep looking.
Okay, so was it like a hidden object around here or something? Can't remember. Evermoon surveillance station. Let's go there. Alright, so the conveyor elevator is complete. Awesome. And yeah, we got a bunch of resources we gotta bring around back to our storage. So let's get all of them marked. I think that's about it. And we gotta remember to connect the power.
Objective achieved.
The research station was badly damaged by the explosion. The radar towers were destroyed. The solar panels were also hit, but some of them are still working. Rover's equipment also detected activity underground. Someone may be down there. However, the door to the underground complex looks sealed. The activation panel is malfunctioning. To its left is scratched out "Traders," and there are tracks. Someone has definitely been here recently. Now, there's just mangled equipment, a huge sealed door, and tracks leading away from the station.
What can we
The
do?
LPS system on the rover will help us find them. Run a scan near the research station.
Okay, let's scan it
Research complete.
in this direction. Okay, let's head there. Alright, research complete. What have we finished? Okay, so it looks like Soso's going to be next. We need to... what's the next step? So let's do colonists, hiring, and assembler maybe? Let's go to the programmable splitter, why not? I think that's a newer one? Yeah, I don't know. I think programmable splitter is pretty much a new research. Anyways, yeah, the good thing they're all in the slag there. We're gonna need it there. For now, I'm gonna put a storage right there. And I also have the slag going the wrong way on these things. Is there a way to flip it? Okay, so we're gonna have to redo this. Shit. Okay, let's redo it. Production. No, it's in mining. We want the single regolith inspector, and we want to flip it the other way. There we go. Okay, so right about here. And let's get rid of that. Let's redo it. About there. And let's get these conveyor belts in right. This is going to be storing slag. And then the slag is going to go over here. I think, yeah. There, and then we might as well put it on the ground and pop it up right about there. And it'll go onto there. And let's make sure we connect this too. But it does not like connecting on these so close to base. So let's do that, and then we do that. Build all. This one is silicone. This one is iron. And this one is titanium. Let's reconnect those. And oh my god, it deleted the whole bloody track. Okay. Alright. Well, let's redo this. It's out to there. I mean, I could use this opportunity to... well, I'm not going to do it yet. I was going to say I was going to extend it as far as I can, but it doesn't look like... then let's do this. And that's already connected. This... there we go, connected. Redo this to there. Build all, and play. And then I gotta reconnect all these wires. Lovely. Alright, let's get the concrete under there, and it takes the raw regolith. Alright. Okay, we gotta turn these back on. And we're already got a battery power. Great. Better turn this back on, because I'm going to need components. Let's turn that off for now. And I shouldn't have any of those things left. But anyways, let's scan. About there, let's move there. Let's locate it, investigate this.
We discovered a damaged transport. There were no employees of the Evermoon Corporation inside. The transport's logbook survived, and the rover is transmitting the contents of the last entry.
What caused that explosion? An asteroid? Nuclear strike? What could hit so hard? It doesn't matter now. Tanya's condition has worsened, and medications are running out. Supplies, oxygen, all running low. The transport runs on solar panels, but soon it'll be night, and we won't survive it. We'll head towards the sun, try to buy us some time. If only those bastards at Station 3 had let us in. They survived. I heard knocking, but they didn't open the door. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe in their place, we would have done the same.
By the way, we need to hurry. Without the sun, we're good as dead. Alright. Wow.
It's a tragedy. By the time the sun had set, they had no chance of survival. Thank you for bringing the matter to a close. We will notify their loved ones.
Sad.
Director, there's more. We found an audio recording that appears to be Robert's. I'll make sure this is passed on to his family.
Alright, well that's done. So, how much time do I have left? 37 days? Okay. Might be just enough time for the rover to return.
Research complete.
Okay, we got a research that's completed. Okay, so I'm gonna have another fundamental. Alright. Cargo dock? No. I want flight. Yeah, the RTGs are nice to have too, so let's get that going.
Director, a horrific tragedy happened to the MT4 crew, and I can't help but wonder what happened at Evermoon 3. Robert said they weren't allowed to go inside, and the rover clearly detected activity inside. But I still can't believe a reasonable person could do such a thing. We can break the sealed door, but that...
Let's check out the station. Monthly report. Alright. Okay.
Research complete.
Okay, repeaters done. Okay, let's go down to that. Now, we already have that lined up. College recruitment market's going to take a while, so... Yeah. I'm still running out of power at night. Okay. This means I probably need more batteries, so let's do that quickly. I have room to go outside here, but looks of it, I do. So I'm gonna keep going in this direction. There.
Logistics station comprises a complex of buildings, including a large structure built into the crater wall, and several technical buildings in the vicinity. Preliminary scans indicate an inordinate number of people inside the residential block of the station. The facility is owned by the ACIL concern, and their representative is quick to get in touch with.
Accept the challenge.
I'm glad you're here. Could you support us by providing supplies and spare parts for repairs? There are more people at our station now than we'd planned, and we need help. After the disaster, tons of survivors started flocking to us from all over the area. But we don't have enough food or medicine to feed and treat them, and the life support system has started to wear out due to the increased load.
What can we do?
Survivors have gathered here, forced to huddle together in the cramped quarter.
Too many
Let's do with no
perished
cost.
into the loot.
Yeah. I'm not a mean man, so let's just do it. Those on a high priority? Yes, they are. Good. Just waiting for the drones. I guess they're really busy with this. Yeah, they're gonna be stuck on Slake for a while, are they? Okay, research complete. Alright, conveyor belt. So let's go to research and let's just make sure we got another 23. Ooh, we're gonna have to have another social and engineering. Okay, so let's go to engineering. I am thinking of a smelting finish upgrade. No, I did cancel that. I'm gonna do a single regular upgrade and this tractor upgrade maybe. I don't know yet. Definitely underground conveyor belt. Get a longer stretch. And probably the assembler. It's gonna be after that. Anyway, truck is idle. Oh, let's get this back to our base ASAP. That's about 14 days. Which is gonna be a nick of time. If we don't get stuck. Alright, so that's all filled. We're good.
We've made a decent profit and saved an entire region from extinction.
Yes. Alright, we got that contract completed. So we got some money in the bank. 100% power. I am happy. Happy. And you know what? Let's continue with the power expansion here. We need to find aluminum. It's definitely iron there. Okay, so let's build a... Is that... Yeah, that's far enough. Let's build a... What do we call them? Ore scanner. Right about there. And we've connected it up to the power source. Yeah.
Malachite is about to set up their production facility on the moon and is asking us for missing construction materials. Check out the contract on the control center panel.
Okay. I am going to deny this one. I am not making those materials really well steadily. And titanium especially. Speaking about titanium, we can do a storage upgrade on that. Might as well do a large storage. Bring it downwards would be good. And let's compare it about over. Build all. This one. Yeah. Huh, it's a Thursday, so let's open up another booster pack of Temporal Forces. And while we're at it, let's grab a cup of coffee and let's drink it. Go! Or go for the set. Alright, monthly report. Alright, so negative. We need to get the micro circuits up somehow. Where am I going to do that production tree? But I do need to get the production tree of aluminum up. So let's actually get a smelter in for aluminum. Where is it?
We've been approached for help by Universe. A recent hurricane swept through the Gulf of Mexico, leaving many people homeless. We can provide resources for the recovery efforts.
Okay, so let's put aluminum here. And aluminum. There we go. And let's get a storage constructed just above it. Yep, like that. We'll select aluminum for the storage. And let's get that conveyor belt onto there. Build all. And of course, we're gonna need to power that up. So it's bring it about there. Plug it in. There we go. Alright, Universe, what do you want? Absolutely not. 1,000 a 1,000? Are you nuts? Jesus, shit. I love transferring that slag over. I mean, I could use some of that. How about let's allow the drones to take some of this up.
We received requests from two competing organizations, Malachite and IEF. Both are asking for support, but we can only collaborate with one. Review the situation and make a decision. The disaster on the moon diminished your...
Malachite,
The right choice.
it's not about the environment. I'm all about industrial. Okay, it is. Alright. Now, what's going on here? Why won't you finish construction? What am I lacking? I am lacking components, of course. What's going on with steel? I have lots of steel. Why are the drones are so distracted on the slag? My goodness. I think it's time to construct some other drone stuff here. Do I? No, do we even have it unlocked? Okay. 2 researchables. Since I'm not doing any social, let's get a... Oh, we could do large CPU data center, or let's do hydroponic farm. Actually, yeah, we're gonna need that.
We have a new contract, this time from the Southwind Corporation.
Okay, what do the Malachite want? 120 and 50. I think I actually have all that stuff. Yes, I do. Send it now. Then, there we go. You want that? Deny you.
Director, we have detected an object approaching the surface of the moon. It must be...
Oh, here it comes. Low L2. Do you think they'll pack to be smart and pack an extra bottle? Anyways, yeah, we gotta get right on that.
Yes, we're receiving a message on the emergency channel. Putting it on the screen.
Well, folks, this is probably a good spot to call it. If you like this content, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And hey, if you have any suggestions or any little tips, leave in the comments. I read them all, and all your support is much appreciated. Okay, folks, have a good day,
Research complete.
and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.